Hey, what's up, everybody? Hobo Mackie. Um, so yeah, pretty good day today. Really a nice Sunday. I'm out here in Branson, Missouri. Just found this little creek. Totally nice, clear water, and there's like schools of fish and stuff. And there was a guy down there with his dog fishing. Railroad tracks right there. Definitely has a nice hobo vibe to it right in here. Um, I went down to this church this morning called Jesus Was Homeless, um, and it seemed like a pretty cool church. I found them on the internet, and I went down there to see about doing my community service there. And they said they accept community service all the time. Just come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's what I'm going to do. You can't really beat it out here. The weather's been in the 80s, and it's kind of a beautiful place. Everything except for the ticks. The ticks are the one major issue. The mosquitoes aren't that bad, and it's just beautiful out here. But yeah, the ticks have been terrible. I'm actually hoping that this rocky spot right here by this creek won't be that bad. Won't be tick infested. But I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because the ticks have been everywhere, almost everywhere, except for like like shopping centers and McDonald's and Walmart, things like that. I don't know if they spray for them or what, but anywhere else the ticks have been horrendous. I've kind of gotten used to them, but I am ate up with tick bites. Anyway, beautiful day here, Sunday. Looks like I felt the temperature of this water, and it's actually nice and warm. Kind of looks like it would be cold, but it's nice and warm, and I need a bath really bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight or in the morning or when, but I'm definitely gonna be getting a bath up in this creek here. The water looks nice and clean. It's totally clear, so it doesn't have that disgusting vibe to it. So I wouldn't want to, bathe in like some muddy, murky creek for the most part. But this right here looks nice. Especially when there's like all sorts of little minnows and fish and crawdads, and it looks real healthy. So, yeah, I feel like it's been a pretty good day. I really didn't do much. I mean, I just kind of chilled out. I think I've got feeling pretty good in that, that I feel like I got a place to do my community service, and I don't have to pay Panama City any money because they don't deserve it. Trying to scam a homeless person for $280. I mean, I think that's just disgusting. But I found so right now I'm under this bridge here. It might rain tonight, like a little bit. So like at 4 in the morning, I think it might have some showers. So, I might camp right here. That almost seems like it'd be a really good spot. Right there on that concrete. Like, be right dead center, middle of the bridge. So, and I wonder if there won't be any ticks there, because it's like totally surrounded by water. There might not be any ticks on this one either. All this gravel might be okay too. But yeah, I'm just kind of giving you an idea how I think. I haven't been here yet. It took me actually a little while to figure out how to get down in here. Because there's a road that goes along over here. And then you got this major road here. And I walked along that road all the way along that tree line, and I was looking for a spot to get down in here. I came over this bridge and I could see down in here. I just couldn't figure out how to get down here. And then I seen a guy at the other bridge fishing down here, and I yelled down there, "Hey buddy!" how do you get down there? And he kind of told me, and yeah, I figured it out. You know, I had to just kind of go through the woods a little bit and go down the hill. Oh, yeah, there's schools of fishing there, little ones. This might be a good place to do some hobo fishing. I do have me a little hobo fishing kit now. I don't know if you can see the fish in there, little ones. I seen a dead crawdad on the side of the bank. So I did see a dead brim too, a decent sized dead brim. The guy fishing said he was catching smallmouth and stuff. So maybe there's some big fish. It's kind of a shallow creek, but I think there's some deep areas. It's like deep right in here. So yeah, I'd have to find me some worms probably. I do have a couple little plastic minnows I could try, but it's kind of getting late in the day, and actually I've eaten way too much lately. I had CC's Pizza Buffet today, and I stuffed myself silly, and I actually had Pizza Hut last night, like a big pan pizza. So like, I'm not even thinking food right now. I feel a little bit disgusting eating all that pizza. But is what it is. Beautiful day. They were saying it might rain today. It never did. Stayed pretty nice. Yeah, lots of beautiful plant life out here. A lot of wildflowers. There's all sorts of wild edibles. I just see all sorts of wild edibles. I ran up on a mulberry tree this morning. It had ripe mulberries on it. And that was actually my first time ever trying one. And it was pretty good. Nice and sweet. I only ate one of them because I didn't want to eat too many on my first time eating mulberry. But let's get up in here in the shade a little bit. So yeah, I like to scout out the area a little bit. Surprised there's no other hobos in here. I've definitely ran into some other hobos, but I don't know where they stay. There was one guy. He's just really just like me, older guy though, and we sat at McDonald's and talked for a while. And he was really nice. He actually gave me a couple bucks because I was down to my last $2. He gave me some cigarettes, and he says he kind of knew everything about this place. But yeah, he's like, fuck the man, fuck working for the man and stuff. He said he ain't paid any taxes in 15 years. And he says he smokes a little meth once in a while. But he said just a little bit, to kind of help him go to work or whatever. He said getting a job around here is like super easy. It's like anybody would hire you. You can tell them you're homeless and everything, they'll hire you right off the bat. But I don't know if I'll be here that long to where I'm gonna get a job. I definitely need to get the community service done first, because I don't want to be trying to, and then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. I think my next plan is to go to Denver, Colorado. I'd kind of like to get up on some of that legalized weed, but I'm not totally sure yet. I've also considered going to Michigan. They've legalized weed for recreational, but I don't think they have any stores yet, or they're going to start doing it soon, or I don't really know. It seems like it's at least decriminalized up there, which is nice. You know, I don't even necessarily need to smoke weed all the time, but I like to be in a legal spot so that if I do smoke it, you know, they're not gonna throw me into a cage. But a lot of birds. So yeah, pretty nice little spot, really. Feeling pretty good about it. The only thing with a high bridge like that is if it ever rains sideways, you know, I'll get soaked. Of course, I have a tarp, so I would just whip the tarp out and throw it over me, but like a blanket, just totally cover myself over like a blanket. I don't expect it to rain that hard, but I was in Houston, and you know, it was a bridge probably 3 times as wide as this one, maybe 4 times, probably 4 times as wide as that. It was a really wide bridge, and I was right in the middle of it, and it was a lot lower. But it was storming so hard, and the rain was just coming absolutely sideways, and I was just getting drenched right under the bridge in the middle, and just getting totally drenched. So I actually look out for that nowadays. Right here would probably be a good spot because at least you're kind of shielded by this little pillar, so you could sleep like right here on that concrete. And then you had the bridge up top for a roof, and then you had this pillar here. It would help from any of that sideways rain. You're still gonna get hit, especially if it comes from this angle here or that angle there. And it could even come from over here too, if it's coming from this way. But you know, stuff to think about. But you know, I always check the weather as much as possible when I'm online. Like I said, we might get some rain, like at 4 in the morning, but I don't like to be woken up by a little, you know, the rain in the middle of the night. I'd rather be under the bridge. I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that I'm gonna be dry. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna jump over there to this pylon. So let's go ahead and do that. See how good my balance is. I don't want to drop my device here in the water. I once did probably my best YouTube footage ever. I did out in the Everglades, and I was walking this trail, and it would have been good footage because it was like really scary and shit, and I was running into snakes, and I was wading through the swamp, and it was like real good footage. And but I dropped my device into the swamp at a point, and that was the end of it. So lost that footage. Yeah, nice little spot right here. I think I'm more right in the center of the bridge here, and this might be the first fucking night I don't have to deal with the ticks. I mean, I am ate up. Show you my legs. You can see like these little bites. There's like a bunch of them. I mean, you know, they're all over my ass and back and in my armpits. I did look up like Lyme disease and stuff, and like 90-something% of the cases of Lyme disease come from 12 states, and they're all like kind of like up in the Northeast. So I don't think the ticks here are that. I don't think I'm that likely to get Lyme disease from them. But you know, I was also reading all sorts of other shit, like they sometimes carry like worms and parasites, and just, you know, God knows, ticks are the worst. They just really fucking suck. It's a shame because this place would just be. But I think I might spend the entire summer here if it wasn't for the ticks. So I like this area so much. Or even if I didn't stay right here, I might go across the border into Arkansas and go into the Ozark National Forest. I could go out into some of the National Forest out in Missouri. But with the ticks, man, I just don't. I just think I'm getting. I just don't know if I want to handle them. But of course, a lot of times it's just a matter of figuring things out. Like I've only been here a week, and maybe this right here is the trick. You know, I don't know if there's ticks here or not. I kind of feel like this is my best bet, though. I'm pretty much surrounded on all sides by water. I know ticks don't go in the water. So, yeah. So I guess that's all I got for today. So yeah, feeling good. I think I got my community service thing figured out. I'm just gonna spend this entire week. It's gonna be Monday tomorrow, and however long it takes. Hopefully just 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and hopefully I can do like 9 hours a day. And I don't really know how they do things. I don't know if it's. I just don't know what they do. They have a thrift shop there, so maybe they'll have me help out in the thrift shop. This place is like the coolest place, though. It's the Jesus Was Homeless Church, and like their motto on their website is like, "This is the church for people who don't like to go to church," and that's me. You know, I'm actually a God-fearing man. I like Christianity. You know, I believe there's a God and all that. But I think Jesus Christ was an awesome man, but man is the key word. I think I would idolize Jesus, and I don't mind worshiping him in the same sense that you worship the Buddha. The Buddha wasn't a god, so that's how I view it. Of course, I'm not gonna go up in there with my religious beliefs like that. I think it's a little disrespectful to go and try to tell these Christians that I don't think Jesus Christ was God or whatever. But I just think he was a man. I think he was a good man and a respectable man, and I love their religion. I love the morals. I love most of it. There's something. I think I have some nitpicky differences of opinion, but I love how they take care. They're supposed to, not be greedy and take care of the poor, and things like that. And it's a very good religion, and I think I found the right. I'm hoping that they're kind of cool and like. I'm not really worried about. They're obviously not going to work me too hard, Like the minute they have me doing some backbreaking hard labor, I'll just walk away. Like I'm not doing all that. It ain't worth injuring myself when I don't have any health insurance. So, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like sweep the parking lot, go pick up some trash. I don't know, take out the trash. They probably, I don't know. They say they do community service every day over there. So, or maybe they have a bunch of vans and stuff. So maybe they will drive us around and go clean up the roads or something like that. I don't know, but I think it's all good. I was hoping that it's going to be like more like helping the homeless type work, which is what I'd prefer to do. But either way, it's fine, and it doesn't like even if it is like pretty hard labor. I got to get. I'm tired of even thinking about it and having it on my mind, and like it's something that just pisses me off all the time. So once I can get it done with, and then I'm done with it, and then I can go about my life and just do what I've been doing, and have no criminal record, zero, zilch. So anytime these cops pull me over, or not pull me over, but stop me, I just give them that ID right away. Run my ID, sir. You can see I'm not a criminal, and then please let me go. And that's the way I like to do it. If you get a whole bunch of list of crimes and charges, then that's going to make life real difficult. Because the cops, once they see that you don't have any crimes, usually, then they will just let you go. As long as as long as you're not having like a repeat offender type and stuff. It's the repeat offender types that they really are going to be extra harsh too. Oh, got me even a nice little seat here, concrete seat. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be nice. Got a little billboard there for the Grand Jubilee. So yeah, this place, Branson, is all like lots of amusement parks, roller coasters, Wet and Wild, like whitewater parks, you know, where they have the big slides and all that stuff. And I've been walking all around today through a lot of that. They have like a Titanic museum. They got some sort of veteran museum. A lot of just kind of random stuff. And then they have a lot of shows. So a lot of country shows. I'm sure they have like comedians and that kind of thing as well. Like I was in CC's and somebody came and gave me a pamphlet for a free like Johnny Cash tribute band or whatever, and it was like free, but then it said like tips are appreciated. So I don't want to go and not tip, so I won't. I'm not going to go to it. I could go to it. I mean, I got a little bit of money, but if I really want to listen to Johnny Cash, I'd probably just download it onto my phone. I definitely love me some Johnny Cash, though. If I was going to go to a show, that would probably have been the one to go to. I'm not big into country, especially like the modern type country. I like the old school country and stuff, you know, the Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson and that kind of thing, Johnny Cash or Merle Haggard. I can deal with all that. I'm not into the, a lot of the modern stuff. It's, the honky tonk, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Branson's, and I kind of don't like any of that touristy stuff. I'm not into none of that shit. I don't like the amusement parks, the whitewater slides. I don't want to go to that Titanic museum. It's like the whole place looks like a big half a Titanic ship. And, they have like this Hollywood place with like the Empire State Building and the big King Kong guy crawling on top. And then they have like a big Ferris wheel. So it's like these beautiful mountains out here in Branson, Missouri, and then you'll see like this big Ferris wheel right in the middle. But it's still pretty cool, still pretty neat, interesting and different. And this place is fairly homeless friendly, I think. A lot of like churches and Christian people, and I haven't really ran into any of the law enforcement yet. I see law enforcement and I freaking cringe, man. I cringe so bad. I don't expect them to be friendly, but we'll see. I'm not going to say they're not either. I don't think they're going to be as bad as Florida. Florida really takes the cake, and they're just really, really mean over there. But so I think if I can handle Florida police, I can handle Missouri police. So, all right, gonna call it a vid. Thanks a lot, everybody. See y'all next time.